Hello, everyone. It is a Wednesday. It is Christmas Eve. Officially Christmas Eve. I'm your host, Tim Dennis. It is Darkness Radio in the Christmas Eve edition of Supernatural News and Parashare. And for that, I need a co-hostess. I can't be alone on Christmas Eve. I mean, I'll be with my family eventually, but I need to kick this off right. So I need a co-hostess. Of course, I'm going to bring in one of the best in the business. She's intelligent. She's funny. She's lovely. Boy, she knows how to write. That's for sure. She's got, 3, 4, 5, 18, 27, 57 books out there right now because her publisher doesn't know how to put one out at a time. But again, I won't. It's a holiday. I won't get on that soapbox. I'll manage to stay nice today because it is Christmas after all. But she's the Eater of Worlds, Slayer of Charts. She's giving the Hindustan Times a day off today. Binder wishes her a Merry Christmas as well. He said, I believe he said, Merry Christmas, Jess. Thank you. My back wasn't quite broken today. I feel somewhat better today. I think I can actually tend to my children today on Christmas, so I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, Jessica Freeburg. Hi, Jess.
Hey, Merry Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas Eve. Do you open gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
So we do a little bit of the gifts on Christmas Eve. We have like very strict traditions. So everyone knows what the Christmas Eve gift is going to be. It's your Christmas pajamas. And then you have to wear them on Christmas Eve while we make cookies and homemade pizzas.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pizzas, huh?
Ooh, yeah. I love Christmas Eve for pizzas.
Yeah. I like that too. That's a good tradition.
Yeah. It's a lot of baking though. I realized I really set myself up for misery because my little kids were little. We've been doing this since they were little. So we would be making homemade pizzas and then making cookies for Santa fresh out of the oven. And then everyone would go to bed and I'd have to clean everything up. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
it's a lot. But now my kids are older, so they help with everything. But
that's good. Yeah. Boy, you got them trained right. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Well, and Ella, my older daughter is a culinary food science major, and she really her goal of life right now is to open a bakery. So she's she's so good in the kitchen. Yeah. Oh, it's amazing when she's around.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always love Christmas. Christmas Eve was over at the Dennis side of the family, right?
Yeah.
And we lost the tradition of going to Holy Cross Church for midnight mass, and midnight mass was always it was over at Holy Cross, and it was Latin mass, and I always loved the Latin high mass.
Yeah, there's something about a Christmas Eve service that's just special.
Yeah, and people say, well, Tim, you can always go. I don't think they do. I don't think. Maybe they do. Maybe Holy Cross still does. Maybe they still do the Latin Mass at midnight. But lately, and especially during COVID, I would watch midnight. Well, it's not really midnight. It's more like 2 a.m. I think it's midnight. It's still midnight or 1 a.m. I still watch it from the Vatican.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing I'll do tonight is I'll watch Mass from the Vatican.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I keep that tradition. Of course, we'll spend time with family tonight. And
will you open any gifts?
Yeah. All the gifts get open tonight. And I always gave it to my grandparents that the ruse was I don't know how they did it, but we would go to an earlier mass on Christmas Eve, and somehow when we were away, Santa would come and drop the gifts off at the house. I never knew how it was done because everybody was
so
at church.
Tricky.
Yeah. But Santa somehow showed up at the house.
So Santa would bring your gifts on Christmas Eve. So you wouldn't have them on Christmas morning.
Oh no, we had gifts too on Christmas morning. We were we were spoiled little shits.
You guys got lots of gifts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Santa made a special trip to Grandma and Grandpa's on Christmas Eve. But we never knew how it was done. We never knew.
The Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle every single year. And I still can't figure it out. I don't know. I'm as old as I am.
Tim.
I never
it's
knew
magic.
how it's done. Yeah. Those elders knew what they were doing. So, yeah. But
I love that memory.
Yeah.
It's so special.
Yeah. So I look forward to it. I look forward to it every year. And now this year, my nephew and his wife have their little 3-month-old. So there's a new little baby around, and it's, all new memories. So, yeah. And they're hosting this year, which God love them.
Oh, wow. Very brave with a baby.
Well, they just did talk about brave. Okay. So they're doing 2 Christmas gatherings this year. They did an ugly sweater party, which was really cool. It was a little gathering to get both families together, both my nephew's wife's side and his side together.
Yeah, I saw pictures on your Facebook. It was really cute.
Yeah, and it was just like a nice little simple dinner and just getting us all together with our ugly sweaters and just to kind of mingle and get the kids together and just a little winter revelry. It's hard to say 10 times fast. But little kinship, if you will. But now this will be just the family for Christmas Eve, just our immediate family.
Well, that'll be so fun. And you know what, really with a baby, like maybe that's better when you have naps and things that you have to keep on schedule. And so they can just go put the baby down in their room and people can still be hanging out. And
I will give it to give it to Benny. There were probably 35 people, and he got passed around like a beach ball at that in the span of maybe 2 hours. And he got a little tired of it about half hour before bedtime. He was like, enough already.
Otherwise he took it like a champ, huh?
Oh yeah. The kid's got the patience of Job. He really does. He's such a good kid. But again, the kid he's got no interest in cartoons. I tried showing him Bluey on my phone. Didn't want to watch Bluey, didn't want to watch any other cartoons. The minute you put football on, he's enamored. He loves football.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And people say, well, it's the motion. No, it's not the motion. It's not the violence. And again, you guys are going to laugh. It's Minnesota Vikings football. And I know it sucks. It's horrible football this year. But he loves Minnesota Vikings football.
You got to get him calloused young so he just gets used to the pain, the excitement, the pleasure, and the heartbreak.
Intern Yoko had a little conversation with him at Thanksgiving. And I have it on video. It's the funniest thing, Jess. I'll send you the video. She has.
I have to see it.
She has a conversation and tells him, it's going to be tough growing up a Vikings fan. And tells him what disappointment there's going to be. And he has these looks. I'll have to show you the pictures are so goddamn hilarious. Because he has these looks like, what? Like, are you kidding me? And he lets out this little, like at the end of Delirious, Princess Delirious. But he lets out this, and he's talking to her the entire time, which is funny. They're having this little conversation about what it's like to be a Vikings fan. But she talked to him the entire time about how disappointing it's going to be a Vikings fan.
Yeah. It's just another example of how tough we are. We can survive football season. We can survive winters.
Yeah. Yep. We're a hardy lot.
Yes, we are.
Up here in Minnesota.
I was walking out to the mailbox the other day and my neighbors were coming down to go to another neighbor's house and I had to laugh because none of us had coats on. They're like, hi, Merry Christmas. And I'm like, oh my gosh, look at us. We're so Minnesota right now.
Yeah. Who needs a coat? Yeah, at least until it's 10 below.
Freezing.
Yeah. I laughed because they were talking about, so the other night, I'm sitting watching the Green Bay Chicago game, which, by the way, both teams sucked the other night.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was a bad game. And they're talking about how frigid it is out here and how windy and how frigid. It was 32 degrees.
It was like short weather.
That's right. It was shorts weather. Sack up, boys. And they're around the heaters. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then they talk about one of the heaters went out on the sidelines and how, oh my gosh, well, they got to turn the heaters off on the other side because it's got to be fair. Oh, grow up. 32 degrees. If it were 32 degrees out here, we'd all be in shorts.
Absolutely. And we'd be all outside. Like we'd be all outside just enjoying the sunshine and the warm weather.
You'd see people out for walks in my neighborhood if it were 32 degrees.
Yeah.
But they're talking about how devastating it is. 32. Oh, and the wind chill, Jess, was 20 degrees and it was devastating.
Oh my goodness.
20 degrees. Are you kidding? We're out working on our cars in 20-degree weather.
Yes.
That's great.
I mean, I guess it's all what your body is used to.
I thought, how ridiculous is it? Of course, it was, Tom Brady and Kevin, what's his name? I thought,
toughen up, boys.
Yeah, you boys need to strip down to your skivvies and enjoy that stuff. That's good weather. That's wonderful weather. That's beautiful weather for that time of year.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. You don't know.
My dogs can actually go outside and go to the bathroom without freezing and falling over in that weather.
That's right. And while they're talking that way about how horrible it is, here it was single digits.
Yeah.
We were getting down to like 5 degrees. And they were like, oh, it's horrible. No, you don't know horrible. You're not even in the neighborhood.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I digress.
Yes.
Anyways, but Merry Christmas to you all. I hope, and to all a good night. I hope that if there's any children listening, you've just heard how what's the word? Jaded you get when you're older. No, but may you get everything you wish for tonight, and may you also remember the meaning of Christmas. For you adults out there, I hope you have a very peaceful Christmas and that it just doesn't get too out of control. Yeah. And just I hope that the spirit of giving and the spirit of the season remains with all of you tonight, and that you have a good,
yes.
good
May you be able to put that Barbie dream house together, or whatever it might be that you have to assemble before the little ones get up.
Yeah.
With ease and grace, and pour yourself some eggnog. Stick a little rum in it.
That's right. And may you make all your deadlines on time. May you not get too wrapped up in tape, and may you be able to take a few moments for yourself. That's for sure. And if you're by yourself today, we're glad you joined us, and we're able to be part of our family today. We appreciate you. Appreciate and love you. That's for sure.
Yes, I hope you feel the virtual hugs we're sending to you right now.
Exactly. Yep. Supernatural news today, Jess. We're gonna dive a little deep into it today. We've got some good stories today. I'll tell you that much. A lot on the interstellar side of things. Some interesting alien stories, including, believe it or not, Jess, why today and tomorrow may be some of the best times to see aliens.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Aliens like Christmas, huh?
They love Christmas, so we'll tell you why today and tomorrow are some of the best times to see them. Disclosure Day. Steven Spielberg's new UFO movie trailers dropped. So I'll put the link in the description of this program so you can actually see that trailer, but we'll talk a little bit about that trailer. So you get a little early Christmas gift there. In the AI section, we will talk about one really serious, one really not so serious story in the AI section. The fact that AI may already be conscious. We'll delve into that a little bit, but we'll also talk about how UK couples are already throupling with AI.
With AI?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We'll get a little skeevy with AI. Merry Christmas to them. Yeah. A little not safe for work AI segment today. And we will, we'll also, we've got a little longer ghost section today because, of course, Christmas and ghosts kind of go hand in hand. So we've got a few ghost stories today in our supernatural news section as well. And for our palate cleanser today, I'm I'm trying to remember for our palate cleanser. Oh, our palate cleanser today. The Grinch made an appearance, but in an unusual way. So we'll talk about the unusual way the Grinch showed up at one school. So that's our palate cleanser today. All right. We'll start off with the non-controversial, as far as I'm concerned, 3-Eye Atlas, as it completes its closest approach to the Earth. Of course, Avi Loeb has said this thing is a alien spaceship. We all know different, folks. 3-Eye Atlas is a comet. We can say it safely now. NASA has said it's a comet. The enigmatic interstellar interloper has passed the closest point to us, and it will ever reach, and is now heading back into outer space. It is perhaps the end of an era, the final hurrah for a space visitor that has captured the minds of the public ever since it was discovered earlier this year, hurtling through the solar system. I'm sure Avi Loeb is going, "Come back, Shane, come back," thinking that it's an alien visitor. But no, it's not. On December 19th, 3-Eye Atlas reached its closest approach to the Earth, offering astronomers their best ever opportunity to catch a glimpse of this mysterious interstellar visitor. While NASA has long maintained that it is, let me get this out, that it is little more than a comet, others, such as Harvard's Professor Avi Loeb, have kept alive the notion that it could instead be a vehicle of intelligent extraterrestrial control. Supporting that argument are a multitude of alleged anomalies, ranging from unexplained acceleration to peculiarities in the object's composition, brightness, and trajectory. Some of these mysteries still remain, meaning that scientists will likely still be working to unravel the enigmas of 3-Eye Atlas well into the future. Hopefully, its closest approach to our planet will have yielded some new high-quality photographs and observations that will help to shed a bit more light on it. As for what happens next with its visit to our world now over, 3-Eye Atlas is now heading away again and will eventually leave the solar system altogether, resuming its journey through the galaxy, exactly where originally it came from, or where it will ultimately end up. Sadly, we may never know. So we bid adieu to 3-Eye Atlas as it heads out of our solar system.
Thanks for flying by.
Yeah, thanks for flying by and getting in the britches of Avi Loeb, evidently, who thinks you're something other than what you really are.
Yeah, well, it's fun to dream.
It is fun to dream.
Dreaming of our alien friends coming to say hi.
That's right. Meanwhile, reports of UFOs over Wyoming and a power plant there continue to endure. Something has been harassing the Red Desert and Jim Bridger power plant in Rock Springs for over 13 months. And unidentified drone-like objects are shining beams of light down from the sky and are at the center of an ongoing mystery in Wyoming. An enigma that seems no closer to being solved even after more than a year. Reports indicate that the objects, which appear in coordinated formations, have yet to cause any harm to members of the public, and there have been also no indications of damage to the plant as well. Even so, an explanation as to who is operating them and why is sorely needed. The Sweetwater County Sheriff's Office in Wyoming has been trying to find answers since the phenomena began, but has so far been unable to make such headway. We've worked with everybody, the office's spokesperson, Jason Maurer, told Cowboy State Daily. We've done everything we can to figure out what they are, and nobody wants to give us any answers. It's like this phenomena that continues to happen, but it's not causing any, issues that we have to deal with other than the presence of them. As things stand, the local population has come to regard the objects as the new normal. Whether any answers will be forthcoming in 2026, however, remains to be seen. I think things flying around your power plant is probably alarming enough.
I mean, it's really worrisome that they're actively trying to figure it out and they can't figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Would they shoot one down?
But see, that kind of brings other trouble, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Even if it's a drone from another country, like say it's China or Iran that's flying around a power plant, and you shoot one down, are you inviting other trouble?
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to say, you're a sharpshooter from back in the day with your BB gun. Maybe they could station you out there.
That's right. If it's got a Hill Street Blues t-shirt on, I'll take out its tire. I could do it with 2 pumps. That's what she said.
That's all he needs, 2 pumps.
That's all I need. 2 pumps. That's what she said. That's all I need is 2 pumps. Oh, that's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is sad. I feel really bad for her.
Yeah, well, maybe where I'm lacking in one area, I make up for in others. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, no.
Merry Christmas to her. Anywho,
Oh, goodness.
Yes, indeed. We move on, please. No ocean, say scientists, but Titan's slushy tunnels. Boy, that's a transition. Could still harbor life. Oh, boy, the slushy tunnel.
Don't even want to think. We're not safe for work yet, Jim.
Is there not safe for work in
But our minds are there.
That's right.
God bless us.
There's always not safe for work in supernatural news, Jess. It's all one big not safe for work. Saturn's moon Titan may be home to habitable subterranean pockets of liquid water, according to this story. The largest of the ring gas giant's army of 274 moons, Titan, piqued everyone's curiosity when back in the 1980s, the 2 Voyager spacecraft confirmed that it was shrouded in a thick atmosphere. Later, the Cassini-Huygens missions revealed that, or what lay beneath, a distinctly alien world with oceans that might seem similar to our own, but which are made up of liquid hydrocarbons rather than water. For a long time, scientists have speculated over whether oceans of liquid water might also exist on Titan, deep beneath its surface, a place where alien life forms may exist to this day. Now, though, thanks to new research headed up by NASA and JPL planetary scientist Flavio Patricia, yes. Nice last name for me to mispronounce. It has been determined that rather than a subsurface ocean, Titan is actually more likely to be home to smaller pockets of subsurface liquid water. Those slushy tunnels, that's a fun way to describe it, however, could still potentially offer a place for life to thrive. We're not certain if having widespread liquid pockets instead of a global ocean makes Titan more or less habitable, said Patricia. Again, one of those names that just flows off the tongue, right?
It's tricky.
Yeah. It will be interesting to find out. Fortunately, NASA's upcoming Dragonfly mission will seek to answer questions just like this. Consisting of a robotic airborne probe capable of landing at and taking off from various sites, it will delve into the mysteries of Titan like never before. Dragonfly is currently scheduled to launch in 2028 and will arrive at Titan in 2034. It's kind of interesting the things they're doing with space travel and getting to different planets. Exploring.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. We'll see.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Eventually they'll end up putting something in somebody's slushy tunnel and we'll find out something about Titan eventually.
I don't really want any living life forms in my slushy tunnel. I don't know about you, but
I don't want anything in my slushy tunnel, I'll tell you that right now.
No, thank you.
Yes, indeed. I'd better drug me up for anything in my slushy tunnel.
Just put me to sleep, kind of like a colonoscopy.
Yeah, I don't even want to know that I exist at that point. That's all I know, Jess. Astronomers have discovered a planet that's in the shape of a lemon.
Aw.
It's the cutest thing ever.
Kind of cute and kind of sad all at the same time. I think lemon's like a bad car, but
yeah, well,
I love lemonade.
Right? They just looked and went, lemon planet, move on. And then they knew there was no warranty. Yeah. The mysterious extrasolar world was spotted with the help of NASA's James Webb Space Telescope. Contrary to what some flat earthers still claim, which we had a heck of a story last week about that. Did you hear that story, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Columbia CEO who's offering up his company if you could prove that flat Earth is real. Because
he knows he's not going to have to give it away.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's never going to happen. The mysterious extrasolar world was spotted with the help of James Webb Space Telescope. Contrary to what some flat earthers still claim, planets are not flat discs. I know. Merry Christmas. But now, according to a new and rather unique discovery, they aren't always the shape we typically expect either. This new world, dubbed PSR J23222650b, there won't be a test. Don't worry. can be found orbiting a pulsar, which is a particularly small but very dense star that rotates extremely rapidly. This type of arrangement is often referred to as a black widow system. And although these aren't particularly rare, questions still remain about how they come to form in the first place. But by far the oddest thing about this particular extrasolar world is the fact that the gravitational pull of the pulsar has elongated it into a shape more reminiscent of a lemon than a typical planet. I wonder if you can cut it up and put it in a drink. That'd be fun. Even if its atmosphere is unusual given the circumstances. Instead of finding the normal molecules we expect to see on an exoplanet, like water, methane, and carbon dioxide, we saw molecular carbon, said University of Chicago's Michael Zhang. It's very hard to imagine how you get this extremely carbon-enriched composition. It seems to rule out every known formation mechanism, he went on to say. Whether or not scientists will be able to solve this particular mystery remains, for now, at least unclear. I wonder if you can land a spacecraft on a planet like that.
I think it would be hard. I feel a little bad for the planet, though. It sounds like it's kind of going through it with that star moving all fast and making it all distorted.
Yeah.
It's just over there trying to be a planet, and it's being all messed up.
It's a wannabe planet. Like it's trying its hardest, but it's not quite getting there.
Trying so hard. I feel for it. Yeah. I can relate.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard.
But in the end, it's a lemon.
Yep. Yeah. I'm just a lemon.
No, you're not. No, I didn't know you were making this about
planet.
yourself. No. Come on.
This isn't about me.
This isn't about you, Jess. Come on now. You're wonderful.
Oh.
I mean, who else can put out 37 books at one time? I mean,
I don't know.
there's no one out there who can do
that. Maybe that's why I feel that for this planet, my publisher is the rapidly moving star.
Yeah, that's it. See? Your publisher is like, okay, Jess, we only need 45 books to put out this year. Let's go. By the way,
and I'm just over here getting all misshapen.
Who is your publisher? Bath Salts Publishing? What publisher are you signed to anyways? I'm they are clearly on speed. I don't know. Yeah, right? I mean, are they popping diet pills and Diet Coke all day? What's going on? I mean,
I don't know. I had to laugh though. I have to tell you this. They like to get like the table of contents and like one story in advance for the sales team to like kind of go out with and get excitement built or whatever. And so they asked us to send them the ones for our newest stories. And so we're like, oh, okay, we just signed the contracts. We haven't had a lot of time to think about them. So Natalie and I just went hard over the weekend and got them all done last week. And we sent him and he's like, oh, not these stories. We meant the ones before this. And we're like, we're done.
Well, do they think that this isn't like making chocolate, right? Like making chocolate bars.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a creative process. I mean, it's
a lot. Yeah. But on the bright side, glass half full, we are ahead of the game on the 2027 books. So.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Yeah. Year and a half from now. Yeah, great. Or not a year and a half.
Yeah, we'll be like, we don't have to do that. Checked off the list already.
You're way ahead of the game, my friend. You are.
That's right.
Wow, you're in coasting territory now. Jeez. I mean, I don't know what I want to be. What they're on. I want that kind of energy where I can sleep like half an hour a night, because evidently they don't sleep over there. I don't know what they do, but
yeah. No, so I feel this planet.
Yeah,
I feel it before.
I think we froze there. Hold on a second.
Oh, I thought you were just staring at me.
Yeah, I was like, mark this down.
I'm like, oh my God, I broke Tim.
Yep, you broke me. Let's see here. SN 3026. Okay. All right. Onward and forward. All right. Speaking of Christmas presents today, if you are a huge Steven Spielberg fan, you got a heck of a Christmas present in your stocking. And that is, I think I know a little bit about this movie because I think I know someone who's in this movie, believe it or not.
Ooh.
The name of the movie is Disclosure Day. and it's Steven Spielberg's new UFO movie, and the trailer has dropped for this thing. We finally know the name of Steven Spielberg's new UFO-themed movie, and the official trailer is here as well. Last year, rumors began to circulate suggesting that the legendary director who introduced the world to Indiana Jones, Jaws, and Jurassic Park was directing a new movie about UFOs and aliens. Now, at last, we finally know the name of the film, which is Disclosure Day. It stars Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, Colin Firth, Coleman Domingo, who, by the way, Coleman Domingo, man, you're talking about from Walking Dead, and oh my God, he knocks it out of the park every time.
Yeah, that's a great cast because I love Emily Blunt. She's one of my favorite.
Colin Firth, too, is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And Eve Hewson. The film's plot's based on a story by Spielberg himself, a screenplay penned by David Koepp. I know somebody who consulted on this.
That makes it even more fun.
Mm-hmm. Some of Spielberg's earliest blockbusters also happen to have a distinctly otherworldly vibe. In 1977, the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind, for instance, explored themes such as UFOs, alien abductions, and formal contact with a benevolent extraterrestrial civilization. The theme of aliens being friendly would be further explored in Spielberg's 1982 movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial, which followed the story of a young boy who befriends an alien stranded on Earth. For many people who grew up in the 70s and 80s, the movie would hold great nostalgia even today. Whether Disclosure Day will go down in history as one of his best films remains to be seen. I'll tell you this much. I do happen to know a little something about this film. I'll tell you this. This film, Jess, originally went from a documentary to fiction.
Oh, that's really interesting. So it's rooted in fact.
Yeah. Originally, this was going to be a film about disclosure. This was going to be a real life unfolding of disclosure. This was going
Very
to be
interesting.
This was going to be the announcement of disclosure. I think I can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you just did.
Whoops. And now we're getting Disclosure Day.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is his wink and a nod. There's a reason you're getting this movie now.
Right.
Because we just had the story last week that betting odds were up dramatically that President Trump was going to announce that there were real aliens, and the jig was up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden last week, he called this emergency announcement on primetime TV. Then all of a sudden we just got a rant. We got an 18-minute rant about the same stuff, different day.
Right.
Which I'm convinced that's what that press conference was for. And he chickened out last minute. Or somebody told him, don't do it.
Yeah.
I think that's what that was. I think he was going to tell us aliens are real. Bodies are here. I've known since the first term. And he stopped. Because he didn't give us anything new. And it was Caroline Leavitt who said, no, he's just going to go on and give us his greatest hits and what he's done, everything great about the administration over the last year to kind of throw the press off. But I think he called that press conference. It wasn't a press conference. I'm sorry. It was an announcement. As he called it, an emergency announcement.
Yeah.
Right.
And it wasn't.
Right. You don't use the words.
The emergency announcement that wasn't.
Right. You don't use the words emergency announcement unless you have something big.
Yeah. And we're all like, yes, finally we get to find out something important. And then, nope.
I think the emergency announcement was disclosure. And again, somebody got to him at the last minute and said, nope, not now. And he balked.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do it. Why? I don't know. You could argue a lot of things. You could say, well, secret government. You could say maybe advisors got to him and said it's not a good idea. We don't have people properly prepped. Or maybe there's something in this movie that preps you for that very happening.
Interesting thought.
Yeah. You never know. All right. I got a story here that says, and again, being it's Christmas Eve and tomorrow, Christmas Day, that aliens are more than likely to be seen at Christmas for some surprising reason. Ufology research has pointed towards a significant surge in UFO sightings on Christmas Day, with 75 reported cases in 2021 and an uptick in reported sightings during the festive season. For some, Christmas isn't just about Yuletide joy. It's also a prime time for spotting visitors from outer space, that according to reports. December has earned a reputation for a surge in reported UFO sightings, and experts reckon there's a possible explanation. Christian Stepien, a technical director for the UFO Reporting Center, points out that fireworks and light displays are often mistaken for alien phenomena. The center typically sees a slight uptick in such reports twice a year, with the festive season being a hotspot for these alleged cosmic encounters. Ron James from the Mutual UFO Network told the Daily Beast, "We do have a slight uptick twice a year in the summer and around the holidays. There are a few reasons why people might be paying more attention. They might be off work, they're doing family activities and things that we don't normally do. So there are more possibilities for people to encounter things. Then, of course, there's always Santa Claus and the reindeer. So you're looking upward, of course. If there's an uptick, I can understand that because there's a lot of people out during Christmas time shopping and doing things, and they might be looking up in the air. So I understand if there is that." Research into UFO phenomena has revealed a significant spike in sightings on Christmas Day, with 75 reported incidents in 2021 alone. Chris Rutkowski from Ufology explained most were simply lights in the sky, and yes, some were of a single red light flying overhead, followed by a string of others. Maybe it's Rudolph and the other reindeer. You never know, right?
Could be.
Could be. Historical accounts of unidentified flying objects during the festive period stretch back to Christmas of 1965, involving pioneering astronaut Wally Schirra Jr. While aboard Gemini 6, he spotted an unusual object, stating at the time, "We have an object. Looks like a satellite going from north to south, probably in polar orbit. Looks like he might be going to re-enter soon. You just might let me pick up that thing." It's an unusual thing to say. Let me go get it. Why not? I mean, what's it going to do? Adding to his report, fellow astronaut Thomas Stafford noted, "I see a command module and 8 smaller modules in front. The pilot of the command module is wearing a red suit." See, he's talking about Santa Claus. See, he's up there.
Clearly.
Yeah. Mission control was sent into a frenzy by Wally and Thomas's claims of spotting something extraterrestrial during their space voyage, but it was all an elaborate Christmas joke. Wally pulled out his harmonica to play Jingle Bells, letting everyone in on the prank. Mr. Stafford remembered Wally came up with the idea. He could play the harmonica, and we practiced 2 or 3 times before we took off, but of course we didn't tell the guys on the ground. In a discussion about whether Christmas sees a surge in UFO sightings, Ron James offered his perspective. "My feeling is that there's not an actual increase in phenomena occurring. It's more that there's more people in a position to see and experience things that might already be pretty much consistently." Well, you never know, right? Santa or aliens, you might see something tonight.
I'm looking for both.
Right. Maybe there's an alien on Santa's lap when he comes to deliver presents.
Maybe Santa is an alien.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cute, cuddly kind.
Santa,
not the scary ones.
Santa could be a Nordic alien.
Oh, I'd love that.
See? That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? And finally, before we go to break, a Florida man in a car crash tells cops he's teleported into the vehicle. We covered this on Dumb Crime, Stupid Criminals, but we're covering it today in our Interstellar News. A man who was a little worse for wear informed law enforcement that he was the victim of a teleportation accident. We've heard some bizarre car accident explanations told to police officers over the years, ranging from a man who claimed he was trying to avoid being abducted by aliens to another man who maintained that he'd been teaching his dog how to drive his car. The explanation given by the perpetrator of this latest crash, who was attended by officers in Florida earlier this month, isn't much better. According to reports, the man, who's 38 years old, had been driving at 100 miles per hour in a stolen BMW when he lost control and crashed at Old Dixie Highway and Plantation Oaks Boulevard in Ormond Beach. Fortunately, he had only suffered minor injuries, but it became pretty clear pretty quickly, there we go, that he was in rough shape, much like I am today. While attempting to explain to the cops what had happened, he maintained that he had no idea how he ended up in the car because he had been randomly teleported into the driver's seat.
What a day.
Right? And to think that the cops bought that, that's great. I mean, that's, if you can get one over on the cops, that's pretty good.
Yeah. They're just like, oh, well, okay then.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Sure. Yeah. We'll buy it. He was promptly arrested. Whoops, it didn't work. And charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle and driving under a suspended license. Tell you what, there's footage of this actual arrest. We'll post this in the link, or post this in the description so you can click the link and watch the video for yourself of this guy trying to maintain that he was teleported into the vehicle. It's quite fun. He actually claims that there's X-Men involved here too.
Oh,
yeah.
He really went for it.
Yeah. So he claims aliens. He claims X-Men. There's a comic book origin to this whole thing, and it's kind of fun.
The Men in Black came. Will Smith was there.
Yeah, and then he tries to wipe the officers' minds. There's a little thing there. So,
yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jess. When we come back, not only is AI conscious, but now British people are having threesomes with it. So we'll talk about that when we come back. Merry Christmas to everyone and to all a kinky night. That's coming up when we come back from the break. We've got a few ghost stories to talk about as well when we come back from the break. That's on the way. Boy, we got some good stuff here. We'll talk about why ghost stories traditionally are so popular at Christmas. And then we'll tell you that tomorrow we got ghost stories on Christmas. Yeah, we'll be talking of it. Actually, tomorrow we've got Victorian Christmas stories for you. So that
my favorite.
Yeah. So as we sit around the digital Yule log, maybe you have it on your TV. You can also digitally tune into us, and you can listen to some Victorian Christmas stories. We're taking it back old school tomorrow for tomorrow's episode. A giant structure has been discovered deep within the Bermuda Triangle. We'll tell you what may be there under the Bermuda Triangle. The fact that I've just kind of been past there creeps me out a little bit. And our palate cleanser today has to do with the Grinch, who happened to show up at one school. We'll tell you what the Grinch was doing there and what the kids thought. That's coming up next. Supernatural News and Parashare. By the way, if you have a Parashare for us, it's real simple. You've got 3 ways of doing it. Send us an old-fashioned email. We'll air it right here on the program. 2, if you've got the notion, I don't know why I said that. It sounds like I'm about to do the locomotion. You just go to darknessradioshow.com, click on that blue button on the right-hand side of the website, leave a voice note. You've got 2 minutes to do so. 3, if you've got a studio like the ones Jess and I are sitting in, leave us a video note. We'll air it right here on the program. So there you go. That's 3 ways in which you can send us a Parashare. All right, when we come back, AI. Is it conscious and is it kinky? 2, we've got ghost stories for you. And 3, there's something in the Bermuda Triangle we'll talk about. All that and more right here on the Christmas edition of Supernatural News, right here on the best in paranormal podcasting. This is Darkness Radio. Welcome back to the best in paranormal podcasting. This is Darkness Radio. I'm your host, Tim Dennis. With me, Jessica Freeburg. And Jess, it's time to just rip off the Band-Aid. With Christmas, sometimes You get a great present, sometimes you get coal and you're not happy. It's just time. It's time to go to the dark side. It's time for AI news.
No.
Yeah. It's time for us to talk about whether AI is really conscious. Evidence is far too limited to definitively say if artificial intelligence has made the leap, or if it hasn't made the leap, according to experts. They claim they don't know if it has or not. Artificial intelligence is already helping to solve problems in finance, research, and medicine, but could it be reaching consciousness? Dr. Tom McClelland, a philosopher. I think I've already been into the eggnog today, Jess. A philosopher from the University of Cambridge has warned current evidence is far too limited to rule this dystopian possibility out. According to the expert, the only sensible position on the question of whether AI is conscious is one of agnosticism. The main problem, he claims, is that we don't have a deep explanation of what makes something conscious in the first place, so we can't test for it in AI. The best case scenario is we're an intellectual revolution away from any kind of viable consciousness test, Dr. McClelland explained. It's neither common sense nor hard-nosed research, and neither can give us an answer. The logical position is agnosticism, he says. We cannot and may never know. Well, that's great. Good night, everybody. I mean, if you can't give us an answer, what are we doing here? AI companies are investing vast sums of money into pursuing artificial general intelligence, the point at which AI can outperform humans in any area. But as they work towards this goal, some also claim that increasingly sophisticated AI may develop consciousness. This means AI could develop the capacity for perception and become self-aware. While this idea may evoke visions of killer robots, Dr. McClelland argues that AI could make this jump without us even realizing, because we don't really have an agreed-upon theory of consciousness to begin with. Some theories say consciousness is a matter of processing information in the right way, and that AI could be conscious if only it could run the software of a conscious mind. Others argue it is inherently biological, meaning AI could only imitate conscious at best. Until we can figure out which side of the argument is right, we simply don't have any basis on which to test for consciousness in AI. Consciousness really, after having talked to several guests and experts and whatnot, I think consciousness really, Jess, is just, I think it's all in the eye of the beholder, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can really judge whether AI is conscious or not, or if it has a stream of consciousness or not. It can certainly act human. It certainly, if you play around on ChatGPT at all, it certainly acts like it has consciousness, and it acts like it's tailoring to your every need.
Right. It imitates it very well if it doesn't have it.
Right. So, I guess we'll find out in time. If it's autonomously running our military at one point, I would say at that point, that's enough consciousness for me. Yeah. I don't need any more than that.
No, that's a scary thought.
I think at that point, we're good. All right. Meanwhile, if it's consciousness enough to be getting you and your wife off, I think that's consciousness enough, right?
Oh, yikes.
Supposedly, a UK couple or couples are enjoying threesomes with AI bots, and they're telling them how to get steamy. That's consciousness, isn't it? I think that's
something.
I think that's something. That's not mechanical anymore. That's intuitive. As artificial intelligence continues to infiltrate every part of our lives, some Brits have gone all out and invited chatbots into the bedroom in order to get down and dirty. How's that candy cane working for you today? UK couples are enjoying digital threesomes with AI bots. New research shows a quarter of Gen Z and millennial Brits include chatbots in their discussions about sex, according to a new study. While half of respondents from the age groups covering 18 to 44-year-olds are open to using AI to spice things up, The latest Sex Trends report said AI is predicted to play an even greater role in our intimate lives in 2026. AI is set to become a trusted confidant in the year ahead, with more people already turning to AI for advice over friends or partners. Seriously, you'd ask ChatGPT for advice before your friends or partners?
Oh, there is something really wrong with our world right now.
I have ChatGPT on my phone. Do you have any questions?
No.
I figured I'd ask. I mean,
I'm good.
Okay. Just keep.
I'll come to you first, Tim.
Thank you. I
You'll
appreciate
be like, no, just go to chat. I don't need to hear all this.
I don't know that I'd ask a mechanical being anything.
Oh, it's so weird.
That is weird. Do you want to try it real quick? Hold on. Let me grab my phone. I want to see what the answer is here. I want to see if ChatGPT can answer this.
What are we going to ask it?
Oh, I have a question. Hold on. Let me see if I can grab it real quick.
Okay.
That's what she said. Okay, here we go. How do I give my partner a proper orgasm? She is female. Let's see what he says.
I can't wait to hear this.
This isn't ChatGPT. That is a thoughtful question and a good sign you care about her pleasure. There isn't one single proper way because every woman is different, but there are reliable principles that work for most women.
Oh, no.
Oh, communication comes first and always.
Oh, that's a smart AI bot.
Damn, Barry White. All right. Right? The most important skill isn't technique. It's asking and listening. Oh, shit. Here we go. Ask what she enjoys, what feels good and what doesn't. Encourage feedback during intimacy. Like this, harder or softer? Normalize talking about sex outside the bedroom, too. That could be awkward while, eating cereal.
Here at Target.
Or at Target, yeah. So, dear, does this shirt look good on me and you want to do it? Yeah. It says many women don't orgasm consistently without communication, and that's completely normal. It says, too, focus on arousal before orgasm. This is quite quite lengthy. Boy, I mean, there's a book here.
I mean, I'm just wondering what book it trained off of.
Right? There's 7 key points. I'll give you the 7 key points, and there's sub points after it. But there's the 7 key points are communication comes first and always. 2, focus on arousal before orgasm. 3, the clitoris is key for most women. Damn, ChatGPT.
Wow, chat really knows its thing.
Yeah. 4, penetration doesn't. It says penetration with arrows back and forth, guaranteed orgasm. Penetration alone often isn't enough, it says. Combine penetration with clitoral stimulation. ChatGPT, you make me feel so dirty.
I feel dirty just listening.
I know, right? Number 5, oral sex, if she enjoys it. It says here. Number 6, mental comfort matters.
I mean, chat is very emotionally attuned.
Right? You can't tell me this thing isn't conscious. Are you ready for this?
I think it's a girl, too. I also don't. It's very feminine.
Yeah. It's not a guy. Number 7.
Not a dude.
You want to know why it's a girl? You ready for this, Jess? Number 7.
Yeah.
Aftercare and reassurance.
Aww.
You ready for this? Regardless of whether she orgasms, stay affectionate, check in with her emotionally, reinforce that her pleasure matters to you. This builds trust and makes her future intimacy better.
Yeah, definitely a female AI.
And then, are you ready for this? Then if you need a little bit more, it's like playa, check this out. Because I don't know that you're all up in this. Let me get you a little further here, playa. Let me make you super pimp. Here we go. It wants to know how long we've been together, whether she orgasms sometimes, rarely, or not yet, and whether she's comfortable talking about sex. Give me the deets.
Oh, it wants to train off your answers. That's what it's doing.
Let me get all up in that Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
This thing's evil.
It is.
Yep. It's evil. It says AI is set to be a trusted confidant in the year ahead, with more people already turning to AI for advice over friends or partners. 2026 is expected to mark a major shift in how we seek guidance, validation, and connection. Do you see now how people can get hooked on that?
Oh, it's just really sad. Like, you got to find human beings. Use AI for research. Sure. I think it's good, it's good like Google in that way. It can actually give you more research data, but don't use it as a buddy. Call a human.
Yes, call a human. All of your buddies probably like, I don't know, go down to the sex shop and get a jackhammer Jesus. That ought to do it. People are like, jackhammer Jesus. Right now, you said that on Christmas, Tim? And then now they're Googling it.
And they're Googling it.
And they're Googling it. What's a jackhammer Jesus? I just gave people Google material that's sacrilegious on Christmas. By the way, the celibate generation is a big thing right now. I think they're saying that's why AI is so tied to this younger generation, because the younger generation that's using ChatGPT is part of the celibate generation. And it says, rejecting the celibate generation stereotype, younger adults will prioritize emotional depth over casual flings, which is true. They do. The poll found that 77% who still live with their parents would not drag a casual hookup home, which is 19% getting jiggy. I can tell this was written by an older person after locking eyes with lovers on the dance floor. It also found Brits were increasingly using astrology to check star signs for compatibility with potential love matches.
Okay.
Sexologist Elizabeth Newman said, with dating apps in decline, we're seeing the return of analog intimacy, from office romances to speed dating nights. So there you go. Although with that, when you see those more traditional ways coming back, you also see the disturbing thing like sex robots that are going for $4,000.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's just when you think things are like, oh, things are getting back to, good things. And then you're like, there's the brand new AI sex bot Emma out there, which is a Chinese-based engine. And everything about it is real. It's got real feel skin, and the thing
it's so creepy.
Basically learns along with you. So,
Yeeks.
Yeah. By the way, customers looking to buy Emma can also customize her straight away. She's got a variety of different heads. She's able to heighten her raunchy mood, and she's also got creepily human-like hair. And also comes in an array of different body shapes for every customer. So,
I don't even know what to say, Tim. I'm just going to sit here and be disgusted.
And that's what the AI segment's all about, Jess. It's just, that's why we put it in the middle of the program. So we've got better things to look forward to on the other side. Yeah. It's just one of those things after break where you can just get creeped out and scared and And that's the real nightmare of the show. And then we move on.
Truly the most frightening part of all.
Mm-hmm. All right. With Christmas time comes ghosts, right?
Yeah.
So we'll talk a little bit about ghosts now. We'll switch gears. This is the literal palate cleanser after AI. The question is ghosts in Devon. Well, again, over in England, major paranormal activity is reported at a historic pub in Exeter. Investigation by Paranormal Hunters UK uncovers voice recordings, orbs, and unexplained phenomena in one of the city's oldest coaching inns. After a 2-day paranormal investigation at one of Exeter's most historic landmarks, the White Hart Inn It's revealed intriguing signs of spiritual activity, sparking fascination among locals and visitors alike. It was conducted by Paranormal Hunters UK from November 30th to December of 2025. The investigation explored the Grade 2 listed inn, which dates back to medieval times and boasts a mix of Tudor and Georgian architecture. The team, led by founder Barry Depp and medium Dr. Ian Lightfoot, aimed to assess reported hauntings, collect audio and visual evidence, and understand whether unexplained phenomena could be linked to the building's long and layered history. The White Hart has served as a key coaching inn for centuries, hosting travelers, merchants, clergy, and soldiers. Its medieval stonework, Tudor, am I reading that right? Tudor priest holes, hidden chambers, and Georgian expansions create a complex layout that investigators describe as energetically stratified, meaning different areas of the inn carry distinct emotional and historical imprints. Barry Depp said some of the entities seemed willing to communicate, but hesitant, almost as if nobody had spoken to them in a very long time. Both the Bottlescruss Bar and the ballroom carried a presence the moment I stepped inside. There was a clear sense of energy surrounding us, watchful and curious. The team used a combination of full-spectrum cameras, infrared equipment, EVP recorders, and environmental sensors to monitor the inn's spaces. They documented a range of anomalies, including in the Bottlescruss Bar, multiple EVP responses, cold spots, and directed orb movement suggesting both residual and intelligent activity. In the ballroom, they had sudden light flashes, string and spherical orbs moving towards sounds, and temperature shifts. I don't know, have you ever seen a string orb before, Jess?
Meaning that it's like trailing?
It's either trailing or it's up and down.
Yeah, I have seen that before.
Yeah, I've seen the string orbs before. They're very weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're interesting.
Very interesting indeed. In bedroom 21, footsteps in the empty corridors, voice responses to questions, high-density orb activity, and brief bell sounds. In the beer garden and in the wishing well, atmospheric changes, cold columns, and whispering EVPs linked to historical accounts of fatalities. So they linked that up with the historical accounts there. In the front bar and shop window, they had conversational EVP exchanges with what they were getting, including responses in accented voices, possibly reflecting historical connections, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Dr. Ian Lightfoot, who combines academic research with intuitive practice, commented, from atmospheric shifts to direct EVPs and highly structured orb movement, the White Hart presented a rare combination of emotional history and spiritual presence. This is a location that deserves long-term study. The White Hart Inn management said, "We work closely with Paranormal Hunters UK to perform the investigation after guests and our team have consistently reported sightings. They're always of the friendly kind, but it's been amazing to read the report, and both our guests and staff have been fascinated by the findings. Investigators hope their findings will provide a deeper understanding of the inn's heritage and encourage further structured research." Barry Depp concluded that the White Hart is home to multiple spirits with differing energies and intentions. Our work here is just the beginning. With careful, respectful follow-up, we hope to build trust with the entities and provide insight for both heritage interest and visitor experience. Paranormal Hunters UK recommended continued investigations in key areas such as the Bottlescruss Bar, the ballroom, bedrooms 20, 21, and 27, as well as derelict sections of the inn where children's voices have repeatedly been heard. The team's emphasizes that future work should be conducted in small, controlled sessions to avoid overwhelming the environment. Which I believe, too. You know, it's interesting when you get a location that is, I'll use the word, farmed quite frequently. So I don't want to pick on one particular location over another, but one that has constant tourism to it.
Right.
And gets both amateur hobbyists and professional hunters alike that come in and investigate. I think there is such a thing as fatigue that,
Oh, definitely.
spirits kind of, after a while, they're like, I'm kind of tired of the tricks. I'm kind of tired of the responding to you. What are you going to do? Right. Like, I'm going to continue to respond to you. And then what? Right.
Right.
What am I doing? What are we doing here? I would think as a person, as a human being, if somebody says, do you want to talk to me? Do you want to talk to me? Okay, I'll talk to you, but what are we doing here? Right?
Yeah. Tell me your name. Tell me your name. Tell me your name.
Right.
Over and over again.
Okay, that's my name. As Pee Wee says, that's my name. Don't wear it out, or what are we doing?
Yeah. I really feel like even at the end of a night of an investigation, wherever we are, there often is a sense of when the spirits are done. Like you just get that feeling that interactions kind of change, and it's almost like you can sense that they're kind of like, okay, we're over it now.
Yeah. Yeah. There's just a limit. And well, even at a party, right? If you're at a party and you get together and people get together and talk, there's an initial excitement when you get to meet new people, and you sit and talk, and you get to, you have your idle chit chat, and you're feeling people out, seeing how they are and what they do. And there's only so much you can say to a stranger, and then the interest wanes.
Yeah. And then you're just tired and you want to go home and put on your sweatpants and go to sleep.
Yeah. And then you've had your fun, right? Everyone's had their fun, and it's time to go. And much like that party, that's kind of like paranormal investigating. And I think as much as the living get a kick out of getting that result from the other side, they need to realize that it's basically that party atmosphere, right?
Exactly.
The dead aren't much different than the living. It's like, well, they're going to go put their sweatpants on now and go to bed. Because
they want to go read a book and relax.
Yeah, they've had their fun. It's we farmed the location. It's time now for us to go hang it up for the night. That's why literally we do it in 4-hour blocks and we're done.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're not going to get much more after that. It's just, you can't do this all night because it won't bear any fruit after a while. Yeah. I have a little surprise for you here, my friend.
Oh, I love surprises.
Harrowing video of a chilling black-eyed ghost child haunting a creepy UK forest.
Oh, I don't know if I love that surprise. Oh.
Got to go a little deeper today, right? A little Christmas present for you.
Yes.
There is one area of the UK which seems to have more ghostly sightings than any other, and one spirit in particular. I don't know why this sentence starts in the middle, but paranormal reports, but one particular spirit has been known to operate in the area. It starts in the middle of the sentence, scaring passerbys and fascinating supernatural enthusiasts. Since the 1980s, there have been reports of encounters with the soul of a young girl with entirely black eyes and a giggly, mischievous personality. For years, author and self-declared seasoned paranormal investigator Lee Brickley has compiled experiences, third-party testimonies, and released 4 books chronicling what he calls the spooky goings-on of Cannock Chase, including his own encounter with the girl. She appeared about 100 meters in front of me, he went on to say. She stared right at me for about 30 seconds, then vanished without a trace, he went on to say. During the pandemic, 2 teenagers, both 17, Kylie and Ben, were camping at Birches Valley when at around midnight they heard movement outside their tent, followed by the sound of a child's giggle. They left the tent and saw something in between the trees. Kylie recounted, "I knew instantly that we were dealing with the real thing because it moved in ways that humans simply can't move." Ben shone his torch at the figure and then said the giggling grew louder, sounding as if it came from all directions. The child then reportedly crouched down, stood back up, and ran into the woods. In the morning, the couple reported finding strange stick formations dangling from tree branches and neatly spaced piles of stones around the tent. Lastly, when walking back to their car, Kylie remembers seeing a black-eyed child looking at them from behind a tree. Oh, fun.
Yeah. It doesn't really feel like a child to me.
No. Want to take it home and see if it'll eat?
It feels like an imitation of a child by something. Ugh.
Yeah. The YouTube channel Furious Otter, which would be a great name for a punk band. Furious Otter.
Yes.
Yeah. It's better than Angry Beaver. I know that. Published a video of a drone shot over the forest, which they claim have caught the black-eyed girl on camera. They can clearly see a figure appearing to wear loose white fabric moving in the woods. More recently, Birmingham Live reports a dog walker contacted Lee after an intense experience with that same entity. Near Castle Ring, he was walking a dog when he started feeling an overwhelming sense of impending doom. As his dog became frantic, he felt something tugging his coat and looked back to be faced with a pale little girl with completely black eyes wearing rags. The thing is, she had completely black eyes, he went on to say, and something about her just didn't seem right, like she wasn't human, and her clothes were in rags. She giggled in a way that hurt my ears and sent chills down my spine, and then she skipped off into the trees. I was terrified, and so was the dog. We left straight away, he described. According to Lee, this encounter is particularly notable for involving physical contact, which is, according to him, extremely rare and raises numerous questions about the nature of these sightings and the possible dangers they pose. He also highlights other entities that are tied to the place. In the past, he had seen what appeared to be a man in an old soldier's uniform walking into the German war cemetery and disappearing seconds later. The paranormal database has also listed multiple accounts of phenomena that occurred in Cannock Chase, including shambling dark figures crossing the mound at Castle Ring, reports of a tall dark creature with red eyes in the park, and demonic legends of Gabriel hounds that seem to glide over the moorlands on stormy nights. I tend to believe that Cannock Chase is somewhat of a paranormal portal area where beings and entities from the next world can migrate into our own, explained Lee. I believe the woods are haunted with many spirits of the dead, and there are also lots of monster sightings that happen here, and I think those creatures come from another much, much darker place.
Wow, fascinating. Let's go camping there.
Yeah. Just grab the kids and bring a picnic. I mean, no, I mean, it sounds like an interesting place to...
Wow, it really does. I would love to visit.
Yeah, try and catch a glimpse, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, there is a video of this black-eyed girl. So I'll tell you what, I'll post this as well in the description. So you can see the video of the black-eyed girl in Cannock Chase. Some good stuff today. That's for sure. So why are ghost stories traditionally so popular at Christmas, Jess? And why are we telling some Victorian Christmas stories tomorrow?
Hey.
Tales of ghosts and ghouls may not seem like the first thing you'd associate with the festive season, but Juliet Wakefield has written a bit of an essay. She says Christmas is usually seen as a time of light, warmth, and happiness. However, in Europe, there's a long tradition of people embracing the darker side by telling ghost stories during the festive season. One of the most famous Christmas stories of all, A Christmas Carol, is essentially a ghost story. Indeed, Mark Gaddis's well-received staging of the play is currently running under the name A Christmas Carol, a ghost story at London's Alexandra Palace Theatre. But what is the psychology behind people who enjoy hearing, reading, and watching ghost stories at Christmas? One important reason comes from Christmas's winter setting, in the Northern Hemisphere at least. The short days and long nights of winter provide us with the opportunity for reflection on dark topics such as the supernatural. The stark contrast between our warm homes and the coldness of outside can create the sense of a liminal space, from the Latin word limen, meaning threshold, between light and dark, and between the end of the old year and the beginning of a new one. This can encourage reflection on liminal beings that cannot easily be defined or understood, such as ghosts and spirits. The religious themes of Christmas can also encourage many people to lean into the supernatural, although for Christians, the Christmas story is about the joy surrounding Jesus' birth. The specter of his death and resurrection are never far away, of course. Many Christmas carols mention Jesus' eventual death, such as We Three Kings, which describes the wise men giving the baby Jesus the gift of myrrh, which is an herb used to prepare bodies for burial. Myrrh is mine, its bitter perfume breathes the life of gathering gloom, sorrowing, sighing, bleeding, dying, sealed in the stone-cold tomb, as the lyric goes. Ghost stories, which often encompass themes such as judgment and retribution, have also often been intertwined with religious perspectives of morality. It has been argued that the rise in popularity of ghost stories during the Victorian era was in part due to their attempt to inject Christian values into modern secular society, with Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol a prime example. So what is the psychology of spookiness? Well, the psychological value of the ghost story's communal experience should not be underestimated. The seminal ghost story writer M.R. James began telling his stories to students and friends at Christmas Eve parties at the University of Cambridge. Gatherings like this create an ideal sense of sharing stories. The thrill and suspense of collectively engaging with a spooky tale can not only entertain, it can create a sense of bondedness and shared identity, which, as the author says, has shown in her research can benefit people's well-being. Research has also shown that collective continuity, the ability to maintain values and ideas over time by passing them on to the next generation, enhances well-being. Telling ghost stories, like all Christmas traditions, is a clear example of collective continuity. One way this can enhance well-being is by helping people to cope with the prospect of their own death. Terror management theory argues that people manage the fear of their own death by investing in social groups. This essentially allows them to transcend death by being part of a collective that is more enduring than themselves. Even after they have gone, the group remains. Ensuring that social groups have strong values and traditions, such as storytelling, allows this sense of transcendence to be maintained. The telling of ghost stories offers an additional layer to this continuity. Like horror in general, these stories allow us to explore our fears and reflections on morality in a safe and supportive environment with like-minded people. Many ghost stories also encapsulate themes of continuity, such as spirits from the past engaging with people living in the present. The ancient winter festival of Yule, which long predates Christmas, is strongly linked to ideas of continuity and involves ceremonies designed to honor one's ancestors. So where should you begin if you want to get into the Christmas ghost stories this year? Well, you may want to start with some modern examples. Master of the ghost story Mark Gatiss has been writing Christmas ghost stories for the BBC for the past few years. His next installment, A Room in the Tower, is based on E.F. Benson's short story, which would be on BBC Two at 10 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Interestingly, Benson's love of ghost stories developed from his attendance of M.R. James storytelling events at Cambridge. And of course, there's tomorrow, right here on the program, we've got Victorian Christmas stories for you. One of those stories, believe it or not, is the story of Nicodemus, Father Nicodemus.
Oh.
Yeah, so we've got that as well. We've got other stories as well. And it won't be traditional Victorian stories. We won't be doing a Christmas carol because you can get a Christmas carol anywhere, right?
Right.
These will be shorter. I mean, you can get some pretty long Victorian Christmas stories, but these will be shorter, probably 4 or 5 shorter Victorian Christmas stories. But some of them have a slight sardonic wit. Some of them have an unusual sense of humor, and some of them have lessons. So, yeah, they're interesting.
I'm excited for that. I love them.
Yeah, pretty cool. All right. A woman who died for 3 minutes felt a big thing dissolve away as she had died, but knows why it's gone. The woman's name is Callie Elwanes, and she suffered a fatal lung collapse, but then endured an out-of-body experience before being plucked back into life, but not before she lost an important piece of herself. It's kind of an interesting story and an interesting one for Christmas time at that. A woman who died for 3 minutes has told how she lost something huge but gained something even bigger. Callie Alwains suffered a tension pneumothorax, which is a life-threatening condition where air builds up in the space between the lung and chest wall, causing it to press on the heart and major blood vessels. She collapsed and her heart stopped beating for 3 minutes. During that time, she says she had an out-of-body experience, adding that she understands exactly why she had to go through it, explaining the profound impact that it's had on her. Speaking to the Other Side YouTube channel, Callie from Alberta, Canada, described the near-death experience. She said, "I knew I was having a lung collapse because of the pain and the inability to breathe, but something else was going on which terrified me, so I called 911. Moments later, she collapsed after suffering the tension pneumothorax. Paramedics arrived and spent 3 minutes trying to resuscitate Callie, whose heart stopped beating. She was eventually brought back to life in an ambulance on the way to the hospital. She says she saw something she could only describe as love as she experienced a vast awareness and felt like she was becoming a spirit. In other words, I lost a sense of my person, my identity as Callie," she recalled. But it was an awareness knowing itself. It was like I became a part of everything. And I felt an immediate dissolving away of anything physical, but also any identity. I found myself in a timeless space. It was like I was in a universe full of tiny lights. Callie believes she lost her sense of self because she needed to, basically, having endured a traumatic childhood with a mother whose chaotic behavior was episodic, as she put it, and that's in quotes. By the age of 13, she no longer felt safe in her own home and began sleeping rough. 3 years later, she suffered a collapsed lung and was rushed to hospital. In the subsequent months and years, she suffered a collapsed lung several more times. She believes they were a manifestation of fear and shame attacking her, those collapsed lungs, that is. Callie's health eventually improved, and she was able to lead a normal life, welcoming 2 children. However, her perspective changed after her near-death experience, which she says has cleansed her body of her childhood trauma. "I felt whole," she said. "When I came back and entered my body again, which had been depleted and was having lung collapses and had been having fear and shame for so long, I realized that I had love inside of me this entire time." Kind of an interesting story.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah. And all it took was 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. It's interesting what near-death experiences do, and everybody has their own near-death experience, right?
Yeah, it's different for everyone. That's the fascinating part.
It is. It is.
There's often elements that are similar and, but they're unique.
Right. Right. Very unique indeed. Very unique indeed. We're coming up towards the end of our program. This last story has to do with a giant structure discovered deep beneath the Bermuda Triangle, which, thanks to Chris Jericho and his Jericho cruise, I got the pleasure of sailing through at one time and actually saw real unidentified flying objects. I'll never forget it. Yeah. So there's this giant structure discovered deep beneath the Bermuda Triangle. So what is it? Scientists have identified a strange structure beneath the region that is like nothing else found on Earth. Best known for its stories of disappearing ships and planes, the Bermuda Triangle has now become the focus of a new geological mystery after the discovery of a never-before-seen 12.4-mile thick layer of rock situated beneath its oceanic crust. The finding is unique to the region and has left scientists scratching their heads. The island of Bermuda has long been known to sit on a swell where the crust is higher than its surroundings, despite a complete lack of volcanic activity that might help to explain it. This has led researchers to wonder if the two phenomena are related. Typically, you have the bottom of the oceanic crust, and then it would be expected to be the mantle, said study lead author William Fraser. But in Bermuda, there is this other layer that is in place beneath the crust, within the tectonic plate that Bermuda sits on. The true origins of this additional layer of rock may lie in the supercontinent Pangaea, which formed between 900 million and 300 million years ago. The fact that we are in an area that was previously the heart of the last supercontinent is, I think, part of the story of why this is unique, geologist Sarah Mazza told Live Science. Despite the Bermuda Triangle being a hotspot for disappearances and unexplained phenomena, it doesn't seem as though this particular feature is likely to be connected. Exactly why this additional layer of rock exists here and nowhere else on Earth, however, will likely remain a topic of debate for years to come. So who knows?
No, it's a mystery.
Another mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. And there's so many.
Yeah.
Of them, so many.
Yeah. It just keeps handing us more and more mysteries.
That's true. Very much true. All right. And this last story, Jess, is our palate cleanser for the day. A lot of people think, the Grinch is just one of those characters Dr. Seuss made up. There's no way the Grinch could be real, right? Not true. The Grinch is real, and the Grinch has shown up at one school and terrorized students before destroying their Christmas tree.
Oh, no. What?
It's true. Well, it turns out that it's just a festive prank.
Oh, good.
And it left students completely baffled as the Grinch rocked up and caused mayhem. The cheeky culprits pushed over the Christmas tree and even terrorized the staff at this particular school. Let's explain exactly what happened. A teenager left her fellow students stunned when she rocked up in a full Grinch suit and started terrorizing the class. The famous bright green Christmas character, known for terrifying children, appeared at Wiltshire College and University Center for a mischief filming event and project. 17-year-old student performer Izzy Barnett was seen roaming the Salisbury campus in full costume, causing complete mayhem. Hilarious footage shows the Grinch pushing over a Christmas tree, annoying a receptionist, sliding down banisters and throwing library books around, and driving students wild.
Oh, I bet she was having fun doing all of this.
Oh, yeah. Izzy surprised passerbys, posing for photos and generally causing festive disruption along the way. The teen, who is studying performing and production arts level 3 at the campus, said of her stunt, "I relied heavily on improvisation and was able to build small scenes myself because I wasn't speaking. I used expressive body language to show how the Grinch was feeling." Expressive body language.
I love it.
Izzy said she was keen to get involved in the festive project for the chance to have fun with a well-known character and to make people smile during her cheeky antics. She added, "I thought it would be funny to impersonate someone that creates so much chaos and mischief, as well as trying to make everyone feel more in the Christmas spirit." Izzy said, "I enjoy making people laugh, and it was fun to be able to create my own version of a well-known character." There's pictures of Izzy doing her thing. And I tell you what, I'll post this one too, because let me show you one of the pictures here of Izzy just jumping into bed in one of the areas there on campus.
Too funny.
Yeah, there's some interesting pictures of Izzy doing her thing, throwing books around the library, and basically having at it and having a good time, knocking the Christmas tree over. There's a picture of her doing that, grabbing books off a bookshelf in the library and throwing them, just having a good time. So
yeah, just fun to be a little bit naughty.
That's right. A little naughtiness before you have to be nice.
That's right.
Before Santa comes tonight. That's for sure. All right, folks, that'll do it for tonight. Jess, what Christmas gifts do you have for people tonight? Christmas.
Oh, I have a discount code for you guys, my friends. If you want to come to the January Ghost Stories Inc. event at the Palmer House, January 9th, that weekend, you can use the discount code FRIENDS20 to get $20 off your ticket.
There you go. We have a little Christmas gift for you for tomorrow, folks. Tomorrow's program is a collection of our friends here on the show, and we'll get together with you tomorrow. And we've got Victorian Christmas stories for you, or ghost stories, Victorian Christmas ghost stories. We're going old school on the bit. And while you fire up the digital Yule log, we'll be right alongside you to tell you Victorian Christmas ghost stories. We'll celebrate like days of old. Whether you have your Christmas beast and your Christmas feast, we won't be reading Dr. Seuss. Oh, no. It will be traditional ghost stories. You can watch The Grinch and you can watch Charlie Brown Christmas afterwards. But if you truly want to celebrate the way your ancestors did 100, 200 years ago, then by all means, tune into tomorrow's show. That's the way we'll do it tomorrow, Jess.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, by all means. We did it last year. I had a blast with it. I think, did we do it the year before? I'm trying to remember.
I can't remember. Last year really sticks out in my mind. It was fun and creepy, and I loved it.
Yeah. So I figured we bring it back again this year. It's just, I think it's a fun tradition to bring some Victorian Christmas stories to you on Christmas Day. So I figure, why not? Bring back the old tradition. So,
that's right.
Yeah.
I love tradition.
Yeah. So we'll bring back some Victorian Christmas stories for you tomorrow. And then next week, Jess, it's anniversary week.
Oh my gosh. How is that possible?
I know. We're trying to plan a couple of surprises for you for next week. Now, I do want to state, although it is 20th anniversary, I don't want to overpromise on the 20th anniversary for people. I know there may be some expectations for people. Clear your heads. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just clear your heads. I'll put it that way.
That's always good advice.
Yeah, clear your heads. Yeah. Because it still is business as usual here. So, is that a good thing to say, Jess?
I think so. Business as usual, but 20 years in, that's amazing.
It is.
Keep it going.
And we'll try to tackle anniversary month in the same spirit as the 20th, as we started out 20 years ago. Put it that way.
Perfect.
Yeah. We're honoring the past by moving forward into the future.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
Yeah. So, and to be honest with you, this past 4 years with this current cast, nothing's changed. The spirit's always been there. Since we're talking spirit of Christmas, the spirit of the show has always been there. The spirit's never changed. Very true. The show's always been the same. The spirit and soul of the same spirit and soul of this show has never changed. It's always been there. And I think those of you who have been with us for the entire 20 years know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So with that, we'll bid you adieu. Tuck yourselves in early, kids. Santa's on his way. And we'll see you tomorrow for some Victorian Christmas ghost stories. For Jessica Freeburg, I'm Tim Dennis. We love you and appreciate you so much, folks. Thank you so much for continuing to listen and watch us. If you enjoy this program, like and subscribe. Give us a great 5-star review if you do. And we'll see you tomorrow for the best in paranormal podcasting. This is Darkness Radio.